Welcome to Recovering Addict. I am LT, your host, an alcoholic addict.
I'm Felice, your co host, married to an alcoholic addict.
You guys ain't messing around with being the first one in the chat like Arena.
Raina,
Hello, fam.
Raina,
7:41.
Raina.
That's like 19 minutes early. She
She
says, y'all were talking about who's the first one on. Well, beat this.
Nobody did. You're the winner.
John coming in second place. Good evening, morning, fam.
There's the
and
first loser.
afternoon. Christine
Hey,
in third place.
Christine.
Bronze, gold, silver, and bronze. Right there's your winners of the day. It's race to the first.
There's the top three.
The top three right there. I love
Raina's
it.
got
That's
dancing
awesome.
chickies.
Ashley Meredith, how you doing today? How's your head? How's your heart? How you feeling? What's going on with your music lover? How you feeling today? Everything going okay with you?
Raina. I'm Raina, and I was first.
My name's Raina, and I was first. Derek, what's going on, brother?
What up?
How is it going? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Is it just me, or has the last couple of weeks just been kind of hard on everybody? I've noticed it seems like, John, you got the answer. I know I've heard you say it before about the stars aligning and galaxies exploding or something like that. Some magnetic and moons. And
Heard something about a new star, and
a new star? What?
you're
I
not a
heard that
Gemini
too.
anymore.
That was fake news. That was fake news.
That is funny.
Good thing. What's up, Sky Love? How are you?
Hey, Sky.
Big hump up in the house. What's going
Big
on, brother?
hump.
All right. Is this picture from a movie?
That's Denzel.
Just kidding. He posted that on Discord today. Remember when LT thought my picture didn't know my picture was from a movie?
Hey, Derek.
Yes, amen. Pray, pray, pray. Good thing. Who else we got hanging out with us? We got Marilyn up in the house as usual. I love it. Love when Marilyn's here. Great advice, great chat. All good stuff. Merc, the man, the myth, the legend, Merc Donalds, Mercalicious, Merctionary, Bookmerks, Merc Anonymous,
Merctacular.
Merctacular, Merctabuloso. You know,
Murky Merc and the Funky Bunch.
Mercs and the minis.
McDonald's.
He's merking it.
Merc Muffin. Merc Double.
Ooh, Merc muffins are good.
Merc Rib.
What's up, Joey?
Limited time on the Merc Rib. Seasonal.
Uh-oh. Jumped on me, damn it. Right on.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Tracy in the house. Tracy Wolf, good to see you. Kyle, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Kyle.
My new Facebook friend right there.
Yay. Now you're real friends.
Yeah, now we're really friends.
Alicia, you're so pretty.
What up, Alicia? I know it sucks, but you never know. Maybe something you need there or someone supported to meet to make a difference. Amen.
That's true.
Or you're probably going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives is what I'm seeing happen.
Mm-hmm. What up, JJ?
Hey, JJ Johnson, what's going on? Yeah, let's change that. That's kind of ugly, huh, John?
What's ugly?
Is that the right-hand corner? That's a new recovering addict thing. I'm going to change it. Tell me if you like this one better. That's better. That's better. All right, well, if you're the first-time watcher here, guess what? This channel is all about recovery from addiction, still supporting that suffering addict, all that kind of good stuff. Working 12 steps, AA, NA, all the A's, any type of addiction, any type of recovery that you're on. This is a path to a new life. This is a bridge to a community greater than ourselves that's just amazing, that crosses the globe. And we're here to support and love and learn. We all learn by going through these books written by doctors to help us prevent relapse prevention. So we go through all that and all that kind of good stuff. And that's what we do. 2 times in my life, I'm loving my new microphones. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
I'm glad you're here again. Jump, little doggy, jump, jump.
Murky waters.
Murky waters. I love it. So 2 times in my life, rock bottom, man, meth addict, tweaker. I was a tweaker. Stayed up for days and days and days and days and days. Went to jail for a year, probation, all that good stuff. Later in my 30s, became a raging fifth night blackout drunk, horrible drunk. We'll get into all that stuff because we're going to talk about stage 3 of addiction and how horrible it is and how your life starts falling apart. First, we're going to go through the AA 24 hour a day. And then we'll jump in. There's one question from the questions for the live from the Discord. We'll go through a little bit of that, and then we will hit our book, Cassie's comment, hit the book some more, and Cassie's quote, sorry, and then read NAs just for today, and then jump up on out of here. And like I said, we got a new schedule coming. Thursday is going to be not the last stream ever, but it's going to be the start of the new schedule. So it'll be Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for about 3 months until I finish my peer support specialist and my life coach. Then we'll probably jump back on full-time live. We'll decide then. This is all Lord willing. And see what I do when I go start meeting with the colleges and get advice and advisors and all that kind of good stuff.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah. Great news. What you focus on is what you're given power to. Find the positive in any situation. That's true. What you think about
Yep.
that's true. You want to know what you worship? What do you think about most during the day? What do you focus your time on during the day? Hi, Naomi Johnson. How are you?
Oh, we got rid of all the creepy bugs.
May Randolph. Shout out to you. Good job.
Who said that about the bugs?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Creepy.
Oh,
That says creepy
hugs.
But good news, we got rid of all the bugs. I'm not paranoid anymore. They just are dropping
Thank
dead
you,
everywhere.
Misty Johns. Yes, it does. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys, if you hit that like button, it helps the algorithm and it shoots our videos out and all that kind of good stuff. Maybe we can reach somebody else. The cool thing is I haven't talked to this person yet, but we reached somebody from Scotland yesterday and had a good chat in the Discord, and they were able to connect through a little tough time, got through that night sober and doing good. So it's pretty awesome.
Hey, Brad.
We just, it's happening. It beeped all day until I uninstalled it. Well, that's what happened.
I feel like you can maybe turn it
You
off.
can just turn the notifications off if you want.
We'll walk you through it later. Hey, Tyrone. Someone said, "Hey, Tyrone, I missed you." And Murd.
We missed Tyrone.
Mr. Red.
Where is he?
Do we say hi to Penny?
Penny in the house? What's up, Penny?
Penny's in the house.
All right. Let's jump into our 24-hour a day. This is a good one. This is July 22nd's AA thought for the day. One of the finest things about AA is the diversity of its membership. There's a lot of different people up in there. We come from all walks and stations of life. All types of classes of people are represented in AA group. Being different from each other is in certain ways. We can each make a different contribution to the whole. Some of us are weak in one respect, but strong in another. AA can use strong points of all its members and can disregard their weakness. AA is strong, not only because we all have the same problem, but also because of the diversified talents of its members. Each person can contribute. Here's our question. Do I recognize the good points of all my group's members? You guys looking for the good in each other still? You going around town or wherever you're at, wherever you're located, whoever you run into, even on social media, looking for something positive to say about them, think about something positive that you have as a strength as well to strengthen yourself. Do I recognize the good points of all my group members? Looking for the good, not the bad. Cherie up in the house. Right on. Now I can breathe that teeter to make sure we don't hold resentments, buddy. Amen.
Cherie and Teeter. How you doing today, Teeter?
My grandmother's from Scotland. Was here for over 50 years, and I still don't understand her half the time. Yeah, we got on that Discord and was talking to her last night, and she's like, "I ruined my life," and I was like, "What?" It was beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I love the Scottish accent. It was like Sean Connery's daughter or something. All right, here's one for Felice to read.
Yay, Candace.
Candace.
Blessings, everyone, from us women here at Sawyer House. Hello, women.
Sawyer House.
I just want to say to my BF, Adrian, with all my heart, I miss and thank you for being there for me when I was at my lowest point in life. If you don't know it, you saved my life. You've seen my ugly, happy, and all the sadness. Although we're far apart from each other, I'm happy we're in recovery together. I'm forever grateful for my friend. That was beautiful. That was very beautiful.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Glad you're here. Here's our meditation of the day. And greater works than these shall ye do, Each individual has the ability to do good works through the power of God's Spirit. There is the wonder of the world, the miracle of the earth. That's God's power goes out to bless the human race through the agency of so many people who are motivated by his grace. We need not be held back by doubt, despondence, and fear. A wonderful future can lie before any person who depends on God's power. Amen. A future of unlimited power to do good works. Oh, unlimited.
Unlimited power.
Here's our prayer of
Yes.
the day. I pray that I may not limit myself by doubting. I pray that I may have confidence that I can be effective for good. Amen.
Amen. Effective for good. Hey, Thomas and Mama.
Thomas and Melissa in the house. Glad you guys are here.
Hi, Misty.
So
Oh,
glad.
Freya. Aloha, Freya. Glad you're here.
Aloha. Melissa. Did you guys see my little live stream earlier today on accident? Not accident. We just jumped on just for a minute just to show Steve how it looks on this end of things. And if you remember, I can't remember. I should have looked before I jumped on here, but he was around episode, I want to say 20 to 30. I can't remember exactly, but he told his whole story. Wow, amazing. And then I got to sit here and talk to him for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Good stuff. I love that dude. But he's going to join the team here on Recovering Addict for this nonprofit we've started so that we can start reaching this community locally as well as globally. I want to affect the world globally through this, what we're already doing, what all of us are doing. This isn't just me. And I loved Dez's idea. So if you guys got ideas like this, throw them in the Discord or shoot me an email, however you want to get a hold of me. It all comes with the same device. But Dez was thinking setting up Recovering Addict chapters throughout the different parts of the world to where, you know what I'm saying? That's awesome. I was like, that's a
That'd be
great
cool.
idea. Have somebody do a Zoom meeting under the Recovering Addict logo, and we just start getting little Recovering Addict 501c3 going around the whole world, loving and
That would be really cool.
sharing community. That would be awesome. Maybe by the time I'm dead, that'll happen. My kids could take it over.
That'd be cool.
Or whoever else, whoever God puts in place, really.
I'm glad you shook that off. yesterday,
Shook it off.
Teeter.
Just shake it off. Shake it off.
Derek said, pray for him. He's going to quit smoking tomorrow.
Oh, good job, Derek. Pray for me as well that I kick this habit. I start my new program Friday. It's back to being fit. I don't know if any of you seen the pictures, but I used to be pretty jacked and fit, and I'm going back that direction, and this can no longer be a part of my life. Plus, it's not good for you. Oils in your lungs probably can't be good for you. I noticed since I vape on this, I breathe more of this than I do actual natural oxygen. I notice my face is like breaks out all around here a lot. And I never broke out. I never had acne. I never had nothing until I started smoking this thing. Now I break out like crazy. It's got to be all the oil.
And then Tyrone said he's going to quit drinking after his withdrawals.
Tyrone, get it.
It's a good plan, Tyrone.
Get off those opiates. Do what you got to do, brother. You know we are here for you. Oh, that would be so cool, huh, John? John will be like the president of the New Jersey chapter. That would be so
That'd be cool. Polly, where's Polly? He could be your vice president.
Where is Polly? I haven't seen him for a while.
He'll be the Philly chapter.
He hasn't called me for a while neither. A lot of different accents in the group. You may need a Scottish clock now. It's so true. That was cool.
We're going to have a bunches.
And I was so cool. I was so glad you guys were on the Discord when Steve was here and I was able to introduce you. He was telling a story of his life and it reminded me of Dez's story. I was like, oh, you got to meet Dez. Hopefully he's in the Discord. And sure enough, there he was. Dez and Nathan and Naomi was all hanging out in there. It was really cool.
Know your food sensitivities, food allergies, caloric reduction, high protein, low net carb, low sugar.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
Recipe for success.
High fats, high protein, low carbs, about 6 meals a day, vitamins, tons of fish oil, protein shakes in between, and a killer workout. Get pumped. Lots of blood to the muscles. Lots of blood in the muscles. It's going to be a whole Northeast chapter. Instead of state to state. I like it.
Dang, rock, paper, scissors.
My guys, if I have to have a shootout, we're definitely getting motorcycles and jackets and guns, lots of guns.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
sounds like a bad
That's the
idea.
wrong way. Health, that's good. And a good testimony to God. Yeah. If it ruined people, ties smoking, vaping to just negativity, to bad things, Yeah, you're absolutely right, Derek. One of the reasons I did not drink or do any drugs from the age 28 to 33, right there. Antoine, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what up?
He's doing keto. Oh,
Keto's
awesome.
good.
I know. I love bread. I love tortillas. I love burritos and beans. And yeah, it's hard. All right, let's jump into this AA Discord. Let's look at the question of today. This one comes from our very own Miss Creepy Cat, aka I can't remember her name on here, Miss Creepy something.
Miss Creepy
Crawl Space, BKA Naomi. She says, I know there are emotional highs and lows throughout recovery. How do I deal with the lows without considering relapse? And what are some of my coping methods? How would you answer that, chat? In recovery, how do you deal with the lows without relapse? Some of the stuff that I do, well, you got to understand first that the lows you're feeling are emotions you've numbed for a very long time with alcohol. And so you're feeling emotions on the high and on the low that you've really never felt before. One thing that I like to do is to try to separate my mind from the emotion. This is kind of hard to do, but you feel the emotion without letting it completely control you. I looked up some stuff. It's like there's danger in being lonely. Anger and resentment are huge relapse triggers. So you got to be careful there. And one of the reasons anger is probably the most dangerous of all emotions in recovery. It's because when people are angry, they are unable to think straight. So you got to learn how to deal with these types of emotions, right? Loneliness, anger, fear, disappointment, guilt, boredom. Another thing is expecting too much in recovery leads to disappointment. If you've only got 30 days under your belt, 45 days under your belt, a couple months, you're whoa, what'd you do?
I don't know. I clicked.
And that could be, disappointing, and that could lead you like, oh, I should be farther along. Why am I still feeling and thinking like this? So there's stuff you can do. There's tools you can do. This website right here, Survival Alliance, and then I'll get into what I like to do. It says reach out to friends and family, be with the ones you love, and talk out if need be. Talk about it. I think that's one of the biggest thing you can do is if you're in a low, if you're in a lull, talk about it. And if you can actually get into a general chat area, or if you can get in front of your sponsor, or if you can get in front of an AA member or an NA member or anybody that you trust that you can speak to about these types of things, and speak it out loud until you feel better. If it takes all night, keep talking. So I think that's huge. Do something physical, they say. Dance, run, bike, soccer, do flips on a trampoline, whatever helps you shake off the negative energy. If you have negative energy, you could probably go run up and down a hill until you're physically exhausted, and that would help.
I really said do flips on a trampoline. Good luck doing that if you've had babies.
Yeah, or if you're old like me. Practice mindfulness through yoga and meditation. When I was in my IOP, every Wednesday night for an hour, we had to do yoga. Lights went off, music went on. This lady would come in, and we all had to do yoga for an hour. It was not negotiable. You had to do it during my IOP. Became one of my favorite times in my IOP. Volunteer your time. Spread joy into the lives of others to bring joy to your life as well. When you're not thinking about yourself, but you're helping somebody else, that increases your spirits. And I wasn't even contemplating on myself. That's getting yourself out of your own head. Get lost in a book, read, go to the park, go somewhere in nature, disconnect. And I kind of do all these things. Declutter your life. I like this one. While you get rid of the negative energies that no longer serve you, get rid of all the crap in your house that no longer serves you either. Clean the house. Get rid of all the stuff you don't need that you're tripping over. or just lay in bed all day. Sometimes a serious rest sesh is all you need. I try to journal every once in a while. I'm not very good at it. If I'm real low and I keep seeing a pattern of my lowness, I'll jot it down. I got a little app. I think I've only done like 4 or 5 times in there, but I'll jot just kind of what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and kind of analyze why. I try to figure out why I'm feeling. I look at the week prior. I look at what my mood was yesterday. I look at my diet, my rest. I look at, all my intake of anything. If I didn't get enough sleep, if I didn't get enough nutrition, if all I ate was junk food, if all I drank was caffeine and energy drinks and candy, a lot of things can go into making you feel low. I always like to talk about it. I usually will throw up on somebody eventually, in the way that I feel. It might be in a chat for like 3 seconds. You might get some verbiage out of me that you're not used to, like the other day when I was in the bot chat with Alicia and Nathan. I'm sure they weren't ready for some of the remarks I made in there, but sometimes I just got to get it out too.
Or zip ties involved?
And not yet. And being a part of recovery, always helping out, trying to help somebody, reaching out to people helps me a ton. Get out of those lows. Those lows are no good. And the highs can be just as dangerous too, though. If you're super excited, I notice when I get real excited and, it's late afternoon, I'm pumped up and fired up and I'm excited. I feel like let's go party. Cause I used to, get the room back. When I would walk into a party, I would get super excited, start drinking, and I would have the whole room just turned upside down. I would always influence the room to be more excited than it would have, just because that's just my personality. And when I get excited, I crave to do that. So being happy and super excited could also be a trigger. Or if you're bored, boredom's a huge one for me. If I'm bored, I'm like, let's go party, man. This is boring.
Just got more door questions.
What about when the people you want to reach out to just aren't there? What about when the people you want to reach out to just aren't there? Then you have to, life's life. Not everybody's going to be at your disposal all the time. Reach out to who you can until the ones you want to talk to can come around. That's what I would do. There's lots of times that I can't reach the exact person I want immediately. So I'll reach out to somebody else, not saying that person on the list is any less significant to me or anything. It's just life, you just got to deal with it.
Mhm. Yeah, do that.
I'm down. You and Des and Aubrey.
Every walk has an energy release and great music I love.
Amen. Me too.
Music is a good one. Hey, Epi. I wonder why that's not working.
That is
Yeah.
so true. We talked about that in our IOP. We get that feeling. We've been clean for 30, 60, 90 days. And I remember, I think you were there. It was family group. We're sitting in family group, and one of the group members, he was having that feeling like, God, what the hell's going on with my family? I've been clean this long. And then we all talked about it, and he realized, he's like, it's funny because we get about to that 30, 60, 90 day point, and we're finally clean after years of all this shit we've caused. And we want to parade, everybody patting us on the back and laughing and high-fiving us when everybody in truth is still scared and weary of you.
Still walking on eggshells.
That's a good point, Jump.
Could have used that advice yesterday, Thomas.
What was his advice?
I'm not sure, but day late and $1 short.
Concentrate on emotional stresses and what causes it, then find an outlet. My personal favorite is conversation. Amen, Thomas. Speak it out. That's so true. You spin twice a day, John?
That's a lot of spinning.
I've done some spin, man. That is not easy. It seems like it would be easy, but it's not. Holy cow.
Well, at least you can hear us, Sky.
We love you, Sky. Nothing to see here. Really.
John said video journal entries, audio journal entries, poetry, some prose.
Yeah.
Johnny G does skateboarding.
Oh, cool. What's up, Johnny?
Reading a book, playing with my son.
Awesome.
That's the best. Some stuff I do. I'm in early days. Find myself very irritable, but that stuff helps. Yeah, even just like a hug from your little baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's comforting. Hang in there, TJ. How about TJ?
So things. True. One bad day in recovery is worth a good day. Yeah, absolutely. It's much better than a good day using.
Teeters were off the chart yesterday.
We have those days. I mean, they come and go. And the number one tool for those types of things is this too shall pass. If you're in a happy, good mood, you feel like you can take on the world, this too shall pass. If you're at your low, this too shall pass. Life's not going to be all beautiful roses and sunny days. It's going to up and down. You can just expect that. That's what life's given us. Why would we expect anything less? When we're low, just remember this too shall pass. Separate your mind from that emotion and feel it. Understand what you're feeling. Think about what and why you're feeling it. And that's a part of self-mastery. Recovery is self-mastery. And doing those types of exercises with yourself is how you're going to become stronger in recovery the longer we are in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Williams.
And you have God. Hey, May. Glad you're watching. These guys are awesome. These guys.
Yeah, the chat's awesome.
Awesome. If you have any friends, please share this Recovery Live show. Yeah, share us out.
Heck yeah, please
Happy
do.
for
subscribe if you haven't already, please.
Are you in the chat, May?
Hi, daughter.
Say hi if you are. Hello, I'm Polly, addict that overdosed 3 times this year. I need help, but I can't find it. Do you know of any good rehabilitation centers?
I don't know where you live. Where are you? Yeah, where are you from there, Mr. Jackson Williams? And maybe I can do a little bit of research for you. Jump into our Discord, huh?
I'm a Polly addict. Your name's not Polly. A little slow.
M. Randolph. I'm in early recovery, definitely having downfall about 4 months ago.
Oh, there's Maya.
Nice.
Glad you're here. Glad you're in the chat.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
So Jackson's in Columbus,
Ohio.
And Merck said that he would help you.
Merck knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Good job, Merck. Thank you.
To y'all behind the screen doing what y'all do. I appreciate what y'all do.
You're welcome.
I respect it with my downfall self. Much love and respect.
Man, right here. You want to see downfall? Right here. I tried to quit drinking for 3 years. I tried the whole weaning. I tried an AA meeting once. I tried to just quit cold turkey. I tried to go to the doctor and get on naltrexone or whatever the heck it's called. Multiple times I tried those types of things with fail. And every time I quit, my drinking got worse. Every time I quit, every time I attempted to quit, my drinking got worse until finally I had to pull the ejection seat and check into an IOP. Check into detox first and then an IOP.
Yeah. And definitely a lot of love and respect to all you guys out there and all your progress you're making. It's amazing.
I am so glad you did that, Naomi. Tell you the truth, I'm glad you did that. We can talk more about that later. Starting a new gym in a couple weeks. Nice, John. Get your pump on.
My abs are. I sat back and realized how sore my abs were. I had some serious anxiety the other day. I went into the Discord and typed through it. Can't tell you how much it helped. Just had to get it out.
It's amazing. Even digital media, when we're across the world from each other, literally across the world from each other, how much connection there is through digital. It's an awesome thing. It's a great thing. I think physical meetings are probably better. You get more of that real-time ability to communicate. You get more of that ability to read body language of each other. Obviously high fives and hugs are awesome too. So
Teeter, I don't think you can put pics in the live chat. That's what you're talking about.
No, I don't think so. All right, 8:30. Let's do this. Stage 3, life breakdown. Man, this hit home. It's funny when I'm reading through stage 1. Remember, that's when the internal battle starts to happen. I don't really have any vivid memories of it. I remember partying. I remember using drugs. I remember it being fun. I kind of remember the conscious conflict with the addict himself at that point, but it didn't really stand out that much. Stage 2, I do vaguely remember people like, hey, I think you might be drinking too much, but I brush it off and you forget it, right? But stage 3, life breakdown, I remember this crap vividly. And I think this is the crap we need to remember, because this is why we're here. This stage 3 has happened to all of us in this chat. It may be happening to you right this very second. So stage 3, life breakdown. Says stage 3 occurs because addiction works so well at producing pain, fear, shame, loneliness, and anger. Addiction creates these feelings in order for the addict to gain control over the self. This stage 3, the addict is completely has you in its grips, and it starts talking about two different people here. Well, we've been talking about two different people the whole time, even though you're one, right? You got yourself, the self you remember before addiction, and the self you remember struggling with in addiction, and then the addict, your addict, the one I call Ted. I call Ted my addict. Takes over completely takes over. You get shoved in a corner and just continue to believe and buy the lies of the addict. It's crazy. Listen to this sentence. It creates the need for relief, promising that relief will be found in the mood change. It creates the need. So the addict creates the need through the feelings of pain, fear, shame, and loneliness. The addict is pushing you through things that give you these types of feelings so that it can promise you relief found in the mood change. And the mood change comes from acting out. Remember, we learned that acting out is as soon as you start fantasizing about the drug, and the dopamine that releases from your brain starts giving you those pleasure senses, and you go into your ritual of how you're going to call and get it, or what you're going to do, or when you get it and how you line it up and how you set it out and get it all pretty and neat for you, or you package it up perfect for the next day. Or if you're a gambler, you're looking through the horse races knowing you got the for sure bet. Food addicts, they might be go shopping and just get just the right ingredients for this huge meal of snacks and whatever, different types of food and what to wash it down with. The whole ritual, all that acting out before you actually get high is part of this mood change. And the high is the climax pretty much of it, until it tips into guilt and shame again, and you just go right through it all over. Remember that thing we looked at? Check this out. The cycle of this addiction I was just referring to. A, you got pain, right? And then B is the feeling that the need to act out. C equals you act out and you start to feel better. But then D, the pain resulting from the acting out. And then right back to B, you feel like you need to act out. And then C, boom. And it's just this huge cycle of pain, release, shame, pain, release, shame. And you get stuck in it. And that's what we're talking about. Now it's finally taking control. By stage 3, the addictive personality is in total control. The addict doesn't care what happens to others. It doesn't care. I did not care what happened to Felice. I didn't care what happened to my kids. I was just a full-blown drunk. Nor does it care what happens to the person who suffers. You don't care about yourself. You're obviously not caring about yourself. If, like, speaking from my experience, I did not care about myself by dumping a fifth of whiskey down my throat every day. And then as much as I could, as soon as I would stumble out of bed with one eye open, reaching for that giant bottle and guzzling right out of it just to continue the whatever, the drunk, the high, the mood change, the addictive crap I was going through. What it cares about is achieving and maintaining total control over the person. And when it's saying it's talking about the addict. What it cares about is achieving and maintaining total control over the person and his or her environment. What it cares about is getting high from acting out. Stage 3 is named the life breakdown stage, because here the addicted person's life will literally start to break down under the tremendous stress caused by ever increasing pain, anger, and fear that results from continuously acting out. There is a point where a person emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and finally physically breaks down under the stress and pain produced by the addiction.
I want to shout out Anchored Hearts real quick.
Terrence.
Miss Terrence is here.
Shout out to my brothers at Anchored Hearts. Yeah, right on. Thank you.
Yeah. He's saying using makes you feel like crap, so you use to not feel it. Said yes, yes. Oh, that was a question.
Saying using makes you feel like crap, so you use to not feel it. Yeah. And you get stuck in that. And then the addictive logic takes over that the addiction and using is not the cause of the way you feel. It's your circumstances. Life's too hard. My wife's too naggy. I got fired from my job, and it had nothing to do with the addiction. That's the addiction's not why I feel like crap. The addiction's what makes me feel better. That's the delusion of the logic thinking. When in all actuality, the drinking and the using is what's causing the emotions and making you feel like crap. But you blame other things other than the addiction. You dig? No longer driving the bus. That's so true. Oh, yes.
Sweet. Oh, you should see the steak we've been cooking. It's delish. Not so sure it is a stage by stage or just where you are on an hyperbolic curve.
I just cut the hyperbolic curve into like 2 little sections and name each part of the curve a different stage. Nah.
I will never miss the hangover, the feeling of burning in my throat from getting sick from drinking the night before. Substance abuse is no way of life. Thank God I'm an addict, not an active user.
Amen to that. I feel the same way. In a sense, I don't know. I hate the addiction. I hate the person I was. I hate all the memories and pain that I caused, the memories of the pain that I caused. And then at the same time, it's a blessing that I'm in recovery. I lived through it, and now I know something. You know what I mean? You guys kind of understand, I'm sure. But we know a little bit more about life, and we can connect a little bit deeper with somebody hurting. So I could do it all over again, know what I know without having to go through that crap and hurt people, of course, but I don't know. I don't know. This whole addiction thing, man, it's not easy.
At the end of active addiction, the high was no longer enjoyable. It wasn't. It wasn't a high anymore. It was. It was feeling normal.
And now with that, do you guys remember Cassie's quote of the day? Does anybody want to hear Cassie's quote of the day? I imagine you guys do. And you guys didn't have to remind me this time, which is even better. Let's see what Miss Creeper. So true. I hate the addict in me, but I love them for the lessons I've learned. Amen. And on that note, we are going to hear Cassie's quote of the day. Oh, hi there, Cassie.
Hi, my recovering addict family.
What's up?
Can
What
you
a
guys see
great
me?
surprise! I didn't even know.
Ta-da! Surprise, please.
Happy birthday to me.
Good job, LT.
Thank you. I didn't tell nobody.
Boom.
He forgot.
I didn't forget.
How is everybody? I can't see the chat below, though, right? I can't see the comments or anything below. Can I?
Bam. How's that? If they have a comment for you, I'll throw it on the screen.
Okay.
Can you see that one from
Boom.
John?
What's up, John?
Mark said, "What?"
Mark. Miss Cherie, I love you, Cherie. Hello. Teeter. I gotta come down. This is just ridiculous. Oh, I love you guys. Oh. Okay, so let me say. So who's wait?
Hold on,
Naomi,
we gotta have you
Naomi.
shout everybody out now.
I know now. I'm like, I can't forget. You know what is so funny? I remember when I first used to start, I could like literally talk back to everybody. Now it's going so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, who just said hello? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going too fast with too many people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up.
You need to do what.
Hi,
Desmond
Christine.
did.
How are you? Mwah, mwah. Hello, everyone. Mr. Red. Yay! You guys are so sweet. Hi, Ashley. Yep, 489 in the house. Miss Creepy Crawls. This is just growing. This is awesome. Okay, so let me see. So let me look at my quote 1 second. Okay. Sorry. All right, I got it.
And
Okay, ready? Choose to be optimistic. It feels better. The Dalai Lama. Now we can't do ting.
Ding.
Ooh la la.
There you go. Thanks, Felice. Oh. Is that Aunt Talitha?
Yeah.
Aunt Talitha, hi. Oh, I love you guys so much. Love you. This is awesome. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you letting me join in live. I love you too so much.
Heck
Mwah.
yeah.
Thank
Love
you,
you
all
too.
my recovering addict family. I'll see you guys again soon. And remember to continue to spread that love. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
What a special treat. How was that surprise for everybody?
She's so
Oh,
famous.
she got excited. That was awesome. All right, now back to business.
Peter's all tripped out. I'm tripped out. Live, Cassie.
No more laughing. We're talking about stage 3. This is where the addicts break down, y'all. By stage 3, acting out no longer listen to this part. This part like got me right here. Acting out no longer produces much pleasure. Do you remember that, being high and drunk or whatever your jug of choice was? I remember this vividly with meth, weed, and alcohol. It doesn't produce much pleasure anymore. Preoccupation and acting out still produce a mood change, but by now there is too much pain to escape. The pain increases so much that the drugs almost can't even keep up. Although the addicted person feels more distance from pain while acting out, the pain's presence is now almost always felt. You remember that? I do. Oh, we laugh.
Johnson, back to business.
Back to business.
Quorum.
Decorum.
No more fun, folks. Seriousnesses.
Back to saving lives. Dun, dun, dun.
Surprises. That's good surprises.
Yeah, that was a good surprise. That was fun.
Facebook fans. Just a friendly reminder from John. We have people in this family from all over the world. You have Follow the Sun support and love rooting you all the way. We truly recover better together.
100%.
On that note, I'll put all the links again.
Discord and private Facebook group, y'all. Private Facebook group is a great place to get inspirational quotes, post your birthdays, have a good time, chat, videos, links. Nicole's in there. Discord, that is a place if you need 24-hour support, on the spot support from a complete stranger until you get to know them, you'll get it. And I love it. The magical aspect of the addiction, the intoxication, the high, begins to break down under stress because the person is living on an emotional overload. What was that? Acting out can start to feel more boring and ritualized. Many recovering addicts report that at this stage, their preoccupation with acting out and dwelling in a fantasy world produces as much or more pleasure and relief as actually acting out did. So by stage 3, addicts start behaving in ways they never thought possible. How many of you ever thought, I would have never done that? I never thought I would do something like that. I would have never done that in my right mind. I can't believe I'm in jail. How the hell did I wake up here? I've done all of those multiple times upon multiple times. The behavior is so extreme that it scares the addict. In this stage, the dangerous, life-threatening aspects of the addictive process becomes obvious, not only to the addict, but also to family and friends. At this stage, the addict is totally committed to the addictive process and will not be able to break the cycle without some sort of intervention. This is at that point where the family is freaking out. They're either completely shutting you out of their lives, or when you're around them, they're asking you why. What the heck? Why can't you do it for your kids? Why can't you do it? You're in jail again? When are you ever gonna quit? Are you kidding me? What is going on with you? And you are asking yourself that same type of question in your mind as you're just kind of on autopilot. You're like stuck inside your brain watching the world as you are in this, and all you're doing is feeling the pain. And this is where the addictive logic breaks down. In stage 3, addictive logic can also start to break down. The addict's behavior often doesn't even make sense to him or her anymore. So the addict gives up trying to make sense of it and falls into a lifestyle based entirely on addictive ritual. Thus, addicts cling to a very rigid lifestyle, and feel discomfort with anything unfamiliar. Addiction is very focused lifestyle, and rigidity adds a level of comfort to the addict's life. There is peace and security found in familiar rituals and objects, especially in times of stress. The addict may hate acting out, but finds security in it. That's insanity. Step 2, we trusted in, we came to believe in a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. This is at that moment we are living in complete sanity. It is something the addict is an expert at. Thus, in times of stress, he or she may quickly retreat to acting out. New situations become nightmares for the addict. Life is totally controlled by addictive belief system. Addictive logic becomes very simple at this stage. Get high and exist. Listen to that. New situations become nightmares for the addict. Life is totally controlled by addictive belief system. Addictive logic at this point becomes very simple. Get high and exist. Not a lot of people, or I shouldn't say, well, a huge amount of people don't make it back from this stage. This is where the high doesn't keep up with the pain, the chaos and the insecurity and fear of life overwhelm. A lot of them do that last big bang and shot and don't come back. A lot of them will end up blackout drunk, flying down the highway and kill themselves along with other people, commit suicide. That's where we're talking here in stage 3. And then even your coping, the way we used to use drugs to cope, that begins to break down. So what we're looking at here is life is breaking down. You're acting out. The way that you would act out into your drugs and using, that starts to break down. Your addictive logic even starts to break down. And now your coping mechanisms, that is starting to break down. Resolving emotional issues works against the addictive process, which thrives on unresolved issues and the stress they produce. Unresolved feelings and issues are seen as an excuse to act out at any time. The addicted person becomes an emotional pressure cooker whose safety valve is not functioning properly. Soon, something has to give. By stage 3, the addict has had so many unresolved feelings that he or she reaches to a point of great emotional weakness. Existing coping skills do not provide enough safety to deal with the pressure that are being created. Emotionally, the person starts to break down. Here's some examples. The person may cry uncontrollably for the slightest reason. One recovering addict said that in this stage, she'd cried uncontrollably whenever she saw a sunrise. She later realized this was because she dreaded the thought of having to spend one more day living the life of an addict. Amen to that, Merc. Amen. Amen to that, Miss Creepy Cat. I meant to say Miss Creepy Cat, not Merc.
It's hard
Merc's
to
just like my go-to now. Merc,
get on that, Merc.
Mercology.
These are Jeeves. It's hard to get high when you're withdrawing from multiple different things. That's why
Tyrone, life is better in recovery, brother. Get there as fast as you can.
pray for Ashley's friend. Just found out yesterday her friend and husband relapsed and he passed away.
That's what we don't want. We want to avoid, y'all. Come on now. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Ashley. That it could if you freaking go out and drink or use, it could be your last one. Everybody's got what is the freaking saying? We all got one more relapse in us, but do we got a recovery or something like that? It could be your freaking last time. Don't do it. Don't grab the pills. Don't grab the booze. Don't go freaking find some heroin and shoot it up. Don't go sniff a line of meth. You don't even know what's in that freaking powder these days. Man, I'm sorry, Ashley.
Party is over, but you have to keep drinking because you have to keep drinking.
You just said my drinking history in a nutshell. Until I could physically no longer put the bottle to my mouth. Or I ran out. And, now I'm getting pissed.
You have a lot of people who are watching with you, May, and oh yeah, May, and we all all have our days, good or bad. These shows make you feel better because sometimes I need to hear things I needed to hear. I
Amen.
love it.
I need to hear it too. Every time we go through these books, man, it hits home right here in my heart. And that's what's helping me stay sober. I would have, if you guys weren't here with me, there's no way I would have, in the last 4 months, studied 4 to 5 different books on addiction, plus school. Thank you for being here for my sobriety, you all.
My mom's been gone since 2015, and there was so much I wanted to say to her, and I was not even going to meetings because I thought I was cured.
Yeah.
Yep, you're not alone. There's a lot of love here, a lot of people who care about you. I want to see you rise like we all have rose. We can do this. The change starts now.
She dreaded the thought of having to spend one more day living life as an addict. At this point in the addictive process, people also may go into fits of rage for no apparent reason. That was me. The anger has piled up and been compacted to the point at which it isn't anger anymore, but rage. Paranoia results as the addict starts to question everyone and everything. Why? Becomes a tutorious question that's constantly asked internally. This can transform into free floating anxiety, which strikes late stage addicts and can last anywhere from a few moments to days. Those who experience this anxiety feel that the whole world has turned against them and that no one cares about or even likes them anymore. This aspect of addiction illness can be very devastating for those addicted.
Uh, Aubrey wants to tell us you got a gift from Penny Mark. It was great. A stationery.
Did you see it?
Uh-uh.
I'll show the world, Ob. Hold that thought. And then we got one more little section to go through right here. And so don't go away. But we're going to show Ob's awesome gift that fits him perfectly. You can go ahead and go through the comments.
No, I can't. Good night, Alicia.
Good night, Alicia. Sleep well, and hope you have a great day at work tomorrow.
Aubrey says, poor me if I was a great actor. I'll tell you, like, when you think the world is out to get you. All those things. That's from Mark and Penny. That was so nice. It's perfect.
That is perfect for Aubrey.
I love it. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Good job, Mark and Penny.
Yeah.
Good
way to
pick.
freaking
Good pick.
find cool stuff.
Did you make it? Penny's very crafty.
No, she didn't make that one. She actually came over.
Ah. Well, hi, Penny. Sorry I missed you. Prayers. I've lost so many family members to alcohol and drugs. mind-boggling. My heart is it's sad. It's everywhere. He loves it.
Now the interacting breaks down. By now, the fact that an addict's primary emotional attachment is with an object or an event. We become completely emotionally attached to only the drugs and the alcohol.
Oh, have a good night, Candace. Glad you were here.
So our emotional attachment is with the object or event and not with people has taken its toll. Many addicts start to feel less secure about interacting with people, even on a social level. People with addictions often start to question their ability to be around other people. They start to feel as if people can see right through them. I remember vividly feeling this at work, where I used to work. Where I used to work every one day a week, I had to present these board charts behind the aircraft I was working on, and I had to stand there and basically read these board charts off, and it just told exactly where we were at in the process we were at. And I would sit up there, still pretty much hungover, drunk, kind of in between. My hands are shaky, and I know, and I had well, I felt that I knew that they all the way up to colonels and stuff. Sometimes generals would be at these things, down to my supervisor, and I just felt like, oh man, they just know I'm a belligerent drunk. Look at my eyes are. I put half a thing of Visine in both eyes, and I'm still bloodshot. I know I stink. I'm trying to breathe different, and I feel like and I'm just emotionally gone. Everything's gone. Spiritually broke down. Socially broke down. I was at stage 3 at work. An addict interacts with others by manipulating and using them to fulfill addictive needs. Doing this takes a certain amount of self confidence and an ability to assert oneself or an ability to appear helpless to get others to act as caretakers, right? Oh, I'm down. Oh, I'm done. I just need it's an emergency. And now my emergency is your emergency. In stage 3, addicts start to feel very unsure of themselves and often start to lose some of their ability to manipulate. They find people care for them, but these people often do this out of pity, obligation, and not manipulation. They're done with your manipulation. You come to them with the same old junk. They're seeing right through you. You're even weak in your delivery of the manipulation you're trying to produce for them. And they're just like, here, just take it, get out of here. Here's $20. Go. I have pity on you. That's about all that is. Many of those around the addict recognize the addict's style of manipulation and react less to it or get fed up with it and withdraw or get the hell away from me. They often have much of their own pain from interacting with the addict and make an emotional decision not to believe in the person anymore. In order to protect their feelings, they refuse to see the addict as a person anymore. For them, the self is emotionally dead. They don't even see the real person inside anymore. They're like, "That's get out of here. You're a junkie addict. Bye." By stage 3, addicts are often surrounded only by people who stay with them out of a feeling of responsibility or pity, or who will feel too guilty to leave, or who are afraid the addict will become seriously hurt if they leave. Oh, what if they but if I abandon them, if I say kick them to the curb, they're gonna kill themselves. This becomes emotional blackmail, as addicts often try to promote these feelings in others just to get them to stay. And tomorrow we will get into the addict wanting to be alone, the self not wanting to be alone, environmental problems, and physical signs of breakdown. Stage 3 ain't over yet if you're not dead or you haven't checked into a rehab. Spiritual death for us to use is to die, often in more ways than one. For us to use is to die, and often more ways than one. Basic text, page 82. As newcomers, many of us came to our first meeting with only a small spark of life remaining. That spark, our spirit, wants to survive. Narcotics Anonymous nurtures that spirit. The love of the fellowship quickly fans that spark into a flame. With the 12 steps and the love of other recovering addicts, we begin to blossom into that whole, vital human being our higher power intended us to be. We begin to enjoy life, finding purpose in our existence. Each day we choose to stay clean. Our spirit is revitalized and our relationship with God, our God, grows. Our spirit becomes stronger each day. We choose life by staying clean. Despite the facts that our new life in recovery is rewarding, the urge to use can sometimes be overwhelming. When everything in our lives seems to go wrong, a return to using can seem like the only way out. But we know what the consequences will be if we use. The loss of our careful, nurtured spirituality. We have traveled too far along the spiritual path to dishonor our spirit by using. Sniffing the spirit flame we have worked so hard to restore in our recovery is too dear a price to pay for getting high. So just for today, I am grateful that my spirit is strong and vital. Today, I will honor that spirit by staying clean. Let's stay clean today. Let's not get back into stage 2 and 3. Let's not use again. Let's not do that.
Yeah, reach out to somebody, call somebody, go into a detox if you need to right now, check yourself into a rehab, do what you gotta do. I think that this is speaking as if she's in stage 3, not your current feelings.
I'm not sure.
That's how I read it. But we're just a supplement if that's how you really feel. Go to rehab.
By the time you learn the criticism is not always personal attack, you begin to love yourself. You have found the bigger step. Like a near dead battery when I came to 23 years ago. I was destitute, hopeless, nearly dead, shaky, sweaty, and my mind was racing in anger. My head was my friend. I hear that. Thank you. Millie? She's sleeping.
Yeah, if you need more support after this, jump in the Discord.
Yeah, if you need more support after this, you guys jump in the Discord. A lot of people in there to help. Depending on how the night goes, I usually jump in there too. Oops. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. All right. Amen.
I will find IOP again, AA again, and reaching out for recovery. Yes, do that. We are just a supplement.
Millie couldn't make it.
Neither could the dog.
The dog's out too.
I didn't even get any snacks.
Say bye. I tell them that later. You want to say bye? Say bye to everybody. Okay, say bye to everybody. Yeah, she's sleeping. Amen. All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow's Thursday, the start of the new schedule. Remember, Thursdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays will be the new schedule for until I finish my schooling stuff that I got planned out. But we will be back tomorrow. I'll see you all in the Discord. Until then, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your program, and remember,
we recover better together.